Quit crying, fool, or we will gut you like a carp.
My poor Fen, what have you done to her?
Who's there? More of Gao's soldiers? I'm through hiding. Wait.
Gone. She's gone. They took her away, my beautiful Fen, my flower of the fields. Please, my name is Hing, and you must help me. My Fen is so delicate, she will chafe under a bandit's yoke. We were traveling to 2 rivers. I bring goods between the farms that line the valley. I knew we were getting too close to the marshes. Why was I so foolish? Of course these thieves would strike at my beautiful Fen. I can't leave without her. They'll work her to death or eat her or worse. Can you do anything, please? I thank you, and my Fen will thank you when she is returned to me. My precious flower of the fields. I can't leave without her.
I am no common bandit. I've been hunted by far worse than you. Hold your attack, young student. I am not your enemy. This was a misunderstanding. I have tried very hard to go unnoticed, but I also need to eat. I've been on the outskirts of your village once or twice to trade goods. I saw you training. My name is Zhu. I have been called Sagacious Zhu, if you prefer a title. It's a name I share with the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. That is a personal matter. You'll have to take my word that I'm above common robbery, if not many other things. Besides, I have already shown that I have no love for the more common kinds of filth roaming out here. If you know that name, you know the type of men the family employs. I wonder, does their increased presence in the marsh have anything to do with why you are here? Gao the Lesser. I know the family. This is a brazen act even for them, but now I understand why their men are clearing a path through the marsh. No wonder you came out here as you did. You're looking to rescue someone. You probably gave no thought to your own safety. That is very selfless of you. I tend to think more efficiently. I did hear something about a camp. They seem to be killing bandits so they won't be disturbed. There wasn't much more. I just wanted some peace and quiet. No, I'm not interested in looking for trouble. I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. As bad as this is, you're better off without my help. Dawnstar. I am familiar with that name. but I still can't. I've spent a long time avoiding trouble. I don't want to go looking for it now. I'm sorry. Wait. Dawn Star, your friend should not suffer because of my reluctance. A group of men went to the north. They had a large pack that was giving them trouble. That may be where their camp is. There's no way to leave the marsh in that direction. Not on foot, anyway. I will show you. It is easy to get lost. You don't know me. Never forget that. Now come, we have some catching up to do. We'll find them. Like I said, they can't get out in that direction. Not on foot. I will try not to make you regret it. Your task is probably complicated enough as it is. Let's go. The main camp is to the north, but there are soldiers all around this area. If you want to find trouble, let's do it quickly. Your quarry has based himself in the north. There are
Shouldn't killing outlaws yield some good silver? All I found is this troublesome creature, and she won't do a thing I say. Her last keeper trained her too well. If we can't get any work out of her, I want her cut and carved for tomorrow. If I have to be out here on Gao's little errand, at least I can be well fed. Look out! It must be more bandits! Get them!
Thank you for saving me. I was getting tired of catering to these fools. I thought I was saved when they killed the bandits that raided my husband's wagon, but these soldiers were no better. You have my gratitude. Fen, you have come this far for Fen. Did Hing send you here without even mentioning my name?
Oh dear, this will be unpleasant for someone.
I am Xinghua. These animals made me cook for them, clean up their filth. And Hing sent you for the flower. I will kill him. No, but she is here. Oh yes, just over here. Let me present her to you. Fen, come!
Fen, my flower! You are safe. I knew this great fighter would save you. I couldn't leave without you. The cart needs your strength to pull it.
I am safe as well, Hing. Or did you forget I was missing?
Oh, there you are, my dear. I'm glad you did not come to harm.
But you are more concerned about the ox, I see. Gao? One of the soldiers said someone with that name is at a camp to the far north. Of course, he may have been speaking of someone more important. Perhaps the camp goat.
I prayed for your safe return, dear, but the cart will not move itself.
You will be lucky if I don't make you pull it while the ox rides. She is clearly important enough. Come, leave any of our stolen silver as reward for our savior. I value my own life at least that much. Someone has to.
Yes, dear.
Do I have to slaughter that thing for you to show me some attention?
No, dear.
Are you lying again?
No, dear.
Are you listening to me?
No, dear.
It looks like the soldiers have taken control from the bandits who normally rule here. I'm not sure it's an improvement.
Useless marsh!
Look!
Longsword,
More bandits
your
creeping into the camp! Get them!
What? Who? No, wait. I don't want any more trouble. Yes, I can do that. Whatever you want. Who? The woman. She got loose from the sack and ran into the cave. Would have been safer out here with us.
That cave is home to both toad demons and ogres, and both are in a foul temper from fighting over the space. Running in there is like moving from the claws to the fangs.
We refused to go after her, so Gao went himself. I don't know. He just said it was very important that he get her tonight. He brought a few groups of us over for it. We didn't take her. We made Gao do that himself. I know we shouldn't have let him talk us into any of this, but he doubled our pay. It was just one woman. Compared to some things, well, all I'll say is that this wasn't the worst thing done by a Gao lately. Look, that's all I can say. Just let me go. I won't be any more trouble for you. If I go back to Gao's father, I'll be killed as a failure.
A reasonable punishment. Gao has some things right.
By my grandfather, I won't get in your way again, I swear.
You are far too generous with your mercy.
Thank you. You won't see me again.
What is this? More bandits, but coming from the camp? Gals, let us get overrun! Get them!
My style is superior! Wait! My body is healed.
When I catch you, woman, you will be sorry.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it, Gao? This is your mess. I didn't make you kidnap me.
Your friend is doing a good job of frustrating Gao into carelessness. That will work in your favor, but it also means we have to follow them by a different route. Be careful. That means fresh enemies for us. These caves harbor strange creatures.
White demon. Dire flame. White demon. Longsword.
I never had cause to enter these caves. Gao will have to pay for this inconvenience.
Longsword.
I swear, Dawnstar, my patience is running thin. No! No! Not you! Anyone but you! What are you doing here?
It seems Gao doesn't think much about anything.
I understand more than you. I did you a favor, but you are too stupid to know a good thing when you're in its grasp.
Being kidnapped was a good thing? You have an odd view of what it takes to impress a woman.
Fools! You'd be dead if it wasn't for me. Everything you have is gone. My father has seen to that. You'll see. Death comes from above to ferret out your hidden master and his real name. Dawnstar was the only thing I wanted to save, and what thanks do I get? Nothing. So be it. I'll just kill you all and forget your pitiful little village ever existed. You'll see. You've already lost no matter what happens here. You'll see. I'll make you see. Good. There's no Master Li to restrict how I fight. I'll kill you in time to see the red sky over your village.
Longsword. Toe demon force. White demon. Longsword. You win. White demon.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. I'm not sure why Gao thought he would get away with this. He had to know that someone in the village would come for me, although I suspected it would be you. I am grateful. Your friendship has always been a comfort to me. Maybe that was what made Gao so jealous. I don't know. And who is this? I must thank your new acquaintance for his help as well.
Sagacious Zoo, you don't owe me anything. I just helped your young friend through the swamp.
Sagacious Zoo, well, I am grateful. I don't know what Gao meant by saying he was doing me a favor. How could dragging me here be beneficial? Agreed. I want Master Li to know that we are both safe. It's too bad, though. He wanted to reach Gao. I'm sure of it. Gao just seemed to get more and more bitter. He didn't respond well to discipline. It's too bad. Don't be long. I don't want to stay here a moment longer than I have to.
White demon. Longsword.
What happened to Gao's men? I thought they abandoned him, but it looks like you had to fight them all. I didn't realize you took that much of a risk getting to me. Thank you.
I guess so. I heard Gao ordering them to kill anyone who approached. It's too bad so many people had to suffer for this.
His mercenaries didn't seem too eager to follow me into the cave, though. It seemed like they were humoring him. Maybe they were his father's men. I don't... Wait. Do you hear something? There are so many. Where are they coming from?
You should be more concerned with where they are going. You may have won a victory over Gao the Lesser, but it looks like he put things in motion that have outlived him.
What? What do you mean?
These machines have weapons. They drop casks that explode on impact. There will be soldiers on the ground as well.
Was that what Gao meant? He said something about death coming from above for Master Li. It doesn't matter. We have to get back. The students, everyone will need our help.
Walk away, Dawnstar. You won't get there in time. Better to avert your eyes than see something you care about fall to ruin. Save yourself the pain.
This machine of Gao's, do you know how to make it work? Could you fly it?
I doubt there are two people in the Empire that know how they work. It's a baffling combination of magic and artifice. We may be able to do it among the three of us. I was told that they are simple to control.
So you don't really know?
If you actually cared about the safety of this machine, you wouldn't be about to fly it into a swarm of enemies. What guarantee do you want? There is a handle attached to something like the reins of an ox yoke. You move it left and right, forward and back. It should swim through the air fairly smoothly.
Will you come to help us, Zoo? You seem to have a good heart.
If you are intent on returning, I will accompany you. I've already done more than I wanted, but I could not avoid this forever.
You are an interesting person, sagacious Zoo. Your eyes hold a great sadness that is oddly familiar to me, but I don't know why. Perhaps I am imagining it. We will discuss it another time. I hope we are not too late.
We have to hurry.
Those large fires can drop explosives. This is worse than I thought.
The town. No! This can't be!
It is what I expected. I'm sorry you had to see this.
I saw the smoke from the air, but I didn't think it would be so bad. Everyone is gone. I hope you are right. Master Li wouldn't let this happen, not without a fight. Guide Zoo to the heart of the school. We will meet there.
The destruction is what I expected. Clearly, no one was meant to survive.
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Gal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors. Looks like we have a few more peasants to put down.
Let's just make it quick.
Longsword.
I fear your school is burning as expected. This is what happens when home turns to battlefield. Let's hope the flames leave you more than just troubled memories.
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
You have no right to talk, vermin.
But that's what the rest of your fellows said too. Just before their heads hit the ground.
Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done.
Dire Fleet! You are weak! Longsword! My strength!
There were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. We'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black. With fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be all right. Just be still.
I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said... He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students... they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did. The Lotus Assassins answered to Death's Hand alone. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attacked without purpose. That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students. The glorious strategist would know his enemy, and if anything is true about Lotus Assassins, It's that they don't leave survivors. I should know. I was one. If you will not be dissuaded, we should go to the Imperial City and the Mosquito Flyer. Gao the Greater has powerful contacts. You may find a path to him there.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky. That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway. We weren't traveling far. I thought we could reach Tian's Landing safely without one. Obviously, I was wrong.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again. You make it sound so simple. Flyers and wind maps are rare things, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them. I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tian's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction. Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go. Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These three pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly. You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tian's Landing across the bridge and south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
White demon! My style is superior!
Stop where you are! Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed. Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
White demon! Longsword!
Enough! The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile. So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was. Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools. And perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed. I am a soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's Hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier. Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. Thank you, noble one. You are most merciful, and I honor you. My whole family honors you. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well as strong. There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever is in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
Nara earphone wonu kanawa ofa ear kanu wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisa ya nawakok. Si sair fogoso no koso ya. Sair kanoa faranuir.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Konio kioir kawair wo kawair. Watita osia kwanif nipawir. Pier uxair sinini sisair rusta atapafawir sumpuno ko suir toerok. Si sair fogoso no koso ya. Sair kanoa faranuir. Woyoir apafawair sisier sisitu tok. Woir wak finir sier. Wo tawair kupir kawir nakawir iptuki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Pier uxair sinini sisair rusta atapafawir sumpuno ko suir toerok. Sisair fogoso no koso ya. Sair kanoa faranuir. Konio kioir kawair wo kawair. Watita osia kwanif nipawir.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Time to teach you all a lesson.
Longsword.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too... Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust Hui, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind, although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. Be well, my friend.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well... But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you. Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Pretty.
Wo affaweer sun urk van hier ook. Ook zeer sa feet kup wo sarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu you tashika wheel fonil sataraponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters. It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision. Not by me. I cannot act against that horrible assassin Lim who opened the Great Dam. I'm not supposed to even say his name, but I am desperate for a solution. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam. Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea. Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me. Think about what? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in. Strictly for interest's sake, of course. Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you. Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never said that.
Wosiwania sa ia sakaku usawa ia nu pakpoporo. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Niwupa ia kupu sa ia ewath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shatia uko. Niwu sosawa ia wak tasi noni nano yota napia ifa ia ok. Niwupa ia kupu sa ia ewath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shatia uko. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowea sonsi ya wo yowea. Wonoa ea sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifo. O ifo ya uksonko mnoko isansia. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowea sonsi ya wo yowea. Kutkosi wiwa ya wo nawa ya ifo wiya okta wiki no. Woso awi ya ni tu uksumpuno. Utatsa ya okayowe ya fonia sisa ya trusta pafawe ya tolia. Awuth utkuo wo kokopia kawa ya elwo.
Your move, old goat.
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Longsword. White demon. Your weakness ends in death.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger. You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down. Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this. Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks, You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me. Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.